Yeah, what it do, what it do. Welcome to another episode of Snake Cinema Podcast. I'm your host, Prince Elias. I got my big bro T Keys in the building today, and we are going to be reviewing some movies. Well, I am. I don't know if Keys sees, I seen anything. I will be reviewing some movies today. Yeah, he just hanging out, chilling. And thank y'all.
Over just the bullshit, borrow sugar, you know.
Yeah. But thank y'all once again, Weekend Warriors, for waking up and starting your day with us this morning. Gonna be a great show. First off, let's shout out. First of all, let's go ahead and shout out our sponsors. Snake Cinema Podcast is brought to you by Candy Lady Creations, Mutation Stations, Lucy Lee and Ball Pythons, FLEXIN and FINESSIN, AA Run number 2, Static Morphs, LINDWRYM Exotics, MANTOOTH, Captain BRED, Reptiles, Black Box Cajun, and also Red Line Shipping. And of course, the entire Whiskey Bomb Network. The entire Whiskey Bomb Network is brought to you by Banana Bread Royals. Thank y'all for sponsoring the show. And we do have our sponsor video, right? Okay, so we will be playing that video in just a second. But before we get started, let me cuss out a couple of people in the Chizzy chats. Thank y'all for tapping in. Starting with, I'm going to say hi to Dickie's Foster. Thank you for tapping in. Good morning. This is my first time seeing your name. Thank you for tapping in. Brian Heathen Hattrick, thank you for tapping in. Good morning. Good morning. Twisted Balls, thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. This the one I need to cuss out. Eric B. No, Rakim. Eric, thank you. Hit that smash button, but also Eric for saying we late. Love you, brother. Thank you for tapping in. Chris, FLEXIN and FINESSIN, thank you for tapping in. Jay Greenline, thank you for tapping in this morning. Thank you. AA Run number 3, Batter Up Balls, thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. James Perry, thank you for tapping in this morning. Good morning. Let's see. All right. Father Dunn, you already know. Glizzy Squad, thank you for tapping in. Let's see. Oh, our other channel sponsor, Eddie Static Morphs, thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. Now, let's go ahead and hit our sponsor video, and then I will get the news and movies. Music and movie news of the week. So tap in for just 3 minutes and we'll be back.
Number two is Balls of Paradise, AA Ron number 3.
They fighting over that number 2 spot.
I know who my number 2 is. Paul.
We got to get all the errands to fight to the death.
So you say you want to do the sponsor video?
Yeah, let's do the sponsor video first, and then I would do the music and movie news.
We gotta still do the Epic video, bro. So let me.
Oh yeah,
video. Didn't the music rules or whatever?
It's whatever, but it's whatever. Let's do Epic. Let's start with Epic because that is coming up in less than
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So let's go ahead and do that first. Epic.
You got it, bro.
It's called Epic, the Exotic Pet Industry Conference, and it's free to register at epic.live. Epic is over 20 special guests across 16 sessions covering industry trends, marketing, branding, podcasting, and YouTube. Epic is for pet keepers and breeders. It's for gecko and invert lovers. It's for snake and spider lovers. Epic is for anyone who enjoys these amazing animals. Did I mention it's free? Register now at epic.live.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. Static Morphs, an up-and-coming breeder, has been working quietly under the radar and producing some heat, most notably working Stranger and Chocolate into DG, Clown, and Pied combos. Go on their Morph Market today and see what they have available. Balls of Paradise is an up-and-coming breeder who is focusing on higher-end morphs such as Monsoon and Sunset, striving to unlock their possibilities. They also breed rodents for the southern Florida area. Please follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. LINDWRYM Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dumal boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. At MANTOOTH Captive Bred Reptiles, our motto is simple: live your dream. Black box reptile cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off.
Turn down. Yeah. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for tapping in. So yes, if you have not already signed up for the Epic, please, we got our bros T-Key and Wiz. They're doing a panel. It's going to be a lot of panels. And the best thing about Epic, one, is free. Just register. And then also, even after the event, you can go back and watch all the panels that you missed, or rewatch the panels that you got to watch live and enjoy. So I will be doing that, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'll be in Orlando that weekend, that Friday. So I might be with my family in downtown Disney, but I will be tuning in. I will be tuning in to Epic on my phone and supporting everybody in the whole team. So super, super excited. Less than 2 weeks. I think we got like 12 days really till then. But let's see.
Big Tank.
Bosa, AA Run #1. Thanks for tapping in. Big Tank, thank you for tapping in. Triple J's, more fours. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate y'all.
The world, though, man, because you know,
yeah,
it is taking over, bro. The Wiz already started working on the background for the Great Snake Debates. He started working on it last night, so it's already a folder made. We already decided, man. We're doing them on Saturdays.
Yes, I can't wait. Wait. That's gonna be a great show. Y'all know I like a good debate. It's gonna be a great show. Can't wait. And they've already started debates already. Especially with Hair Down Friday.
Over the Friday. So
yep, Wednesday. Yep. That was crazy. Oh, y'all, there wasn't no debate. Y'all tag team on ass. Y'all so right. Well, not you, but
in advance.
Yeah. Po ass. She just could not win. It was 20v1.
He held his own. So,
yeah. Pat, thank you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into music and movie news of the week. First of all, we're going to have some good movie news, and then I'm not going to rant, but I do have a public service announcement when it comes to Snake Simmer Podcast and how I operate. So first music news of the week. I'm super excited. News broke that Erykah Badu is dropping a new album coming soon with produced by hip hop's legendary The Alchemist. So I'm super excited. Yeah, and if y'all don't know, if y'all hip hop heads don't know, The Alchemist is an amazing producer. He just dropped an album maybe 2 months ago with Larry June and 2 Chainz. That album, I haven't reviewed it, but the 3 songs I've heard are fire. I have to finish listening to the whole album. I just been too busy to consume, but definitely I'm excited for Erykah Badu and The Alchemist to collab and do an album together. I am pumped, super happy. Can't wait. We need some more neo soul in our lives. Let's see. And then also I'm gonna make a little public service announcement, and for all you hip hop heads, all the people that love to debate me on the best producers, rappers, yada yada yada, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. Snake Cinema Podcast, at least Elias. I don't know what y'all do if I'm ever absent and I need a substitute, but Elias will never ever review anything or consume anything dealing with Kanye West. What he did this week,
Oh, fucking weirdo.
what he did this week, destroy his legacy for me. I know and I tell everybody, he was the reason why I even tried to learn piano and tried to be a producer when I was in college. I tried to take piano lessons stuff because I was like, I want to be the next Kanye. I want to be just like him. He has lost all credibility for me, all legendary. His legacy is tarnished. I can never listen to the graduation, late registration, the college dropout ever again.
You reached.
I haven't listened to it in a while since he did that slavery was a choice thing a couple of years back, but yeah. I really can never go back. You can hate, I would tell y'all right now, you can hate Jay-Z and Beyonce all you want. I don't knock anybody who hates them because of their celebrity, because of things they've done in the past, whatever, because they're part of the quote unquote Illuminati. I don't care. But attacking their children and calling them the R word and saying they look like the R word, I don't play that. I'm a teacher. I used to be a teacher assistant in special needs classes. I don't play about children like that. I don't play about kids that's on the spectrum. Whether you believe that their kids have a disability or not, being on Twitter and going on Twitter rants and joking about it and calling them that just because you hate their parents, that's all. Rappers can beef with each other, talk bad about each other all they want. The moment you start attacking children, especially children who are little kids, not grown kids, but little kids.
Yeah.
I don't play that. So Kanye, you used to be my hero growing up, especially in my college years. Oh. You dead to me. I cannot separate the artist from the art. You on the list with Bill Cosby. You on the list with R. Kelly. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for the memories, but I will never listen to your stuff ever again. I'll never use your music for my reels and TikToks again. Nothing. And so for people who like to say, hey, have you listened to this? Have you listened to that? Could you review this? I'm never reviewing anything by that man again. Never. Snake Cinema Podcast would never cover Kanye again after the day. F him for life. He can burn in hell. I don't care. You don't mess with kids. You don't talk about kids. So that is my public service announcement with the music side. Now, movie side. I'm kind of excited. The nerd in me is excited. The book reader is excited. Hunger Games is coming back with another film by Lionsgate based off of a recent book that just came out, Sunrise of the Reaping. It's supposed to be a prequel based off of Katniss' mentor. I forgot his name at the moment, but he was played by Woody Harrelson, I believe, that character. So I'm super excited. Lionsgate just announced that they are in development of adapting that book. And so I'm pumped about that. And then another, as much as I'm upset with Disney and disappointed to them about a lot of things, whether it's Marvel, Star Wars, or their remakes, I'm kind of happy that they announced that them and Pixar is giving us a Coco 2. I'm super excited about that. Coco 1 came out the year that my grandma passed. It actually came out a couple of months after my grandma passed. So I have a very sentimental, emotional connection to that film. I bawled my eyes out in that theater. I'm glad I saw that movie by myself and not with my family because I was crying. And the fact that they're coming back with a sequel, I know Pixar is going to do good. I don't trust Disney animation because of the live action remakes anymore and stuff like that. Like, I don't care about Stitch. Snow White is coming out this weekend. I'm not watching it.
Like trash.
It looks like trash. And as much as I love Gal Gadot, no. Even she can't bring me to go see that movie. She cannot convince me. Like, nah. It looks like trash. And I never did like Snow White to begin with. The first movie, yes, it's a classic. And yes, it's Disney's first animated. It's going to go down in history, but it's boring. It is boring. That character is
was Happily Ever After? Or what? Damn.
Oh, yeah, Ever After. Yeah.
Which is a dope ass series. Dope ass.
There was. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Not entertained. It's in theaters this weekend. I'm not going. I'm not going to even watch it on bootleg. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm
I'm with
not.
you. No,
I'm not watching Snow White.
When the picture pop up, I gotta get past it quick as hell because I don't want that shit even in my view.
Yeah, exactly. That look like it's gonna be garbage. And I feel like Lilo and Stitch. I rewatched the trailer, and even though the trailer kind of got me in my feels because I love Stitch, I feel like it's gonna be like the Lion King, a shot for shot remake. Like every single line, every single scene gonna be the exact same, no changes. I'm not gonna waste my time going to see that. And I got
That's
the
what they did
original
with Lion
Stitch.
King?
I'm good. Yeah, I got the original Stitch, so I'm good. I'm good. But I am excited for Coco 2. Pixar has yet to let me down, so I'm super, super excited about that announcement. Now, let's go ahead and get started with our reviews. We're going to start with Anora. Now, let me go ahead and, oh, sorry, Nikki. Thanks for tapping in. Irresistible. Appreciate you. Let's see. Now, this week, I decided to watch the 2 films that swept at the Oscars that I did not watch during Oscar award season. The first one will be Anora. And I'll let y'all know right now, even IMDb tricked me. What I watched, I was not expecting at all to play out the way it did. Let's see. Okay, so Anora I'm going to give y'all the plot synopsis on IMDb. Anora is a 2024 American romance comedy drama film written, directed, produced, and edited by Sean Baker. He did everything. He's like a Tyler Perry, I guess. And it stars Mikey Madison as Anora, a stripper from New York who marries a wealthy son of a Russian oligarch played by, I don't know this baby name, but Mark Ida Stephenine.
That's close enough.
Close enough. Close enough. This name is hard. But anyways, Anora premiered at the Cannes Film Festival last year in May and was critically acclaimed, blah, blah, blah. Won a bunch of awards in the film festival circus. And then it caused a lot of controversy because it won Actress of the Year at the Oscars, and it won Film of the Year, the biggest, highest award you could win. And people were up in arms. And most of you, I decided, let me go watch the movie before I judge, before I get mad and hot at the Oscars. Let me go watch for myself and see what the hype was about. Because me personally, I was upset that Dune did not win. That's my personal favorite, Dune 2. And I was also upset. That Wicked did not win, especially for Best Actress. I was pissed. I wouldn't even be
mad at somebody that said Wicked, even though Dune is the fucking best movie of the year. But I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad. So I'm gonna say it again. I was wrong for the people. Because if anybody know me, I will always admit when I'm fucking wrong. And I was wrong when I said that shit. Wicked is a great fucking movie. Great movie.
It was, yes. So I was upset. So I said, you know what, Elias, you can't be upset because you did not watch Anora. So go to watch it. So I went and watched it. And when I tell you, because the way the plot synopsis, and it kept saying comedy. And I will talk about that a little bit more in the review. But I was under the impression that it would be like, I don't know why my brain went to like, those 90s comedies with like J-Lo or Cameron Diaz. Like it's going to be like laugh out loud. Oh, these 2 young kids fell in love and the family disapproves and they got to, hijinks ensue. That happened, but the tone is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like just crazy comedy galore. I'm be laughing my butt off. But by the end of this film, I was like, I almost shed a little thug tear. I was like, dang, this thing got me in my feelings. Like, what the heck happened? But throughout the film, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, the main thing I want to know is Like
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. So
is it like that? Let's go.
we gonna get to that. So I went in with medium expectations. I was like, it won an Oscar, so it should be good. It won an Oscar. So I did not have low expectations, but I didn't have high expectations. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a comedy. I'm about to laugh. I'm about to spend my whole time laughing. No, it was parts in this film where it was suspenseful. I was scared. I was like, oh my gosh, because they kept bigging up the parents of the young rich boy to be like, I was like, oh my gosh, these people are going to kill this girl. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. But the whole movie, I was like tense. I was like, this girl ain't gonna make it out alive. She is not gonna make it out alive. But let's start with the beginning. Well, let's start with some of the pros without spoiling. Cinematography, top notch, great, beautiful. Shout out to the camera operators. The sound, the song selections. Now I didn't know it was pop songs. It was like because she's a stripper, strip club songs, dance songs. I didn't. But I did not know any of them. I don't know if they were originally written for Anora or they just unknown artists that just got their shine in this movie. I don't know, but the music, the songs in this, great, amazing. The background music, the score, amazing. So I'm not going to spoil it. I'm gonna keep it as blank as vague as I possibly can. You have a young girl working in the clubs, trying to make her money hustle. She gets a client Players Club. She gets a client who's young. He's younger than her. She's like, I think she was like 24, 25, and he's 21, and he's partying with his friends. He got money. He's like, yo, spend time with me for a week. I'll pay you whatever. So everything was transactional. She was a hustler, and I'm like, yeah, like Pretty Woman. Everything exactly like Pretty Woman. So she's a hustler. She making her money. She's like, oh, I got this rich client. Yeah. And then eventually they like, let's spend a week together. They go to Vegas, and of course they're drunk, whatever. He's like, yo, I'm so mad at my parents. I'm so upset. They get on my nerves. And they trying to ship me back to Russia. I want to stay in America. So they had the idea, well, let's get married. That way you can do the green card thing, whatever. You won't have to go back to Russia. And so I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. She's a hustler. She's trying to make her coin. She's trying to get her. And then at some point in the film, I'm like, oh Lord, this child is in love with this boy. And he don't feel the same way. Oh Lord, this is not going to work out. And then it got to a point where he was vulnerable with her.
You're going to tell too much.
I'm not. But it got to a point in the film where even I, as an audience member, thought this boy was starting to fall in love with her too, like the whole Pretty Woman thing.
Nope. See, you're going to tell. Nope. You're going.
No. I'm not spoiling. I'm telling you, you don't know how this movie's going to end. You don't know how this movie's going to play out.
All right. The only way my mind works, you're telling me. You're already taking me through the movie. You're taking me through the movie.
Now I got you. Just walk with me. Anyways,
I'm gonna have to stop listening.
Anyways, because he's in a powerful family, I'm gonna equate. They don't say it, but I'm gonna equate to the mafia. The parents sent some people out to go get both of them, and that's when hijinks ensue. And that's when I started to feel for her, because I thought she was not gonna make this out alive. Because it got so tense, it's so crazy, and her being an American girl, like, you can't do this, you can't tell me what to do. We're adults, yada yada. And there were times where I was like, girl, shut up. Just stop talking before they put a bullet in your head. That's what I was thinking. And so the whole movie is this long adventure. The boy is gone. They're trying to hide from the parents. And by the end of the film, I'm in tears. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. I'm not going to tell you whether it's good, bad, indifferent. But this movie was so amazing and put me on such an emotional roller coaster that I see why it won. I get why it won the Oscars. Now, do I think it's better? Is it rewatchable? Yes. I will go back and rewatch this movie. It was actually quite enjoyable. Do I think it should have beat Wicked or Dune? Me personally, for my taste in films, no. I don't think it should have won. But I get it. I get it. It was a very, very close call. Very, very close call. It was tough. This Oscar award season was tough, especially film of the year. It was hard. It was pause. It didn't matter who won. Had I saw Anora win before Oscar season, I probably would have said, yeah, it should have won.
MANTOOTH.
But again, my taste in films, my taste in movies, I still would have personally wanted Wicked or Dune Part 2 to win. Now let's talk about the controversy of the girl, Mikey Madison, who played the main character Anora. Because she won, she beat out Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, and she beat out the substance, Demi Moore. And that caused a big controversy. Because it's like, wow, how you beat them two? How you beat them two for Best Actress?
It was so different, so weird, crazy.
It's so hard. It's so hard for me to compare them three because the movie tones of all three of those films are completely different. The styles of all those movies are completely different. So it's hard to say who was the best actress. You have a musical based off of The Wicked of Oz, a stage play. You have a horror, body horror with Demi Moore. That's so surreal. Yeah, so surreal and weird. And then you have this, Anora, a comedy drama where you don't know whether to laugh, cry, or tense up. So it's hard. I cannot definitively say she did not deserve Actress of the Year. Now, me personally, I really do feel like Cynthia should have got it. If Cynthia wasn't nominated, then Demi should have got it. If Demi and Cynthia was never nominated, then I can say without a shadow of doubt, this girl deserved that Oscar. But it's so hard because the films that they played in are three different styles, three different genres, it's hard to say, oh, you were the best actress in this. Now, if all three were musicals, or if they were all the same exact genre, then we could have a discussion on who was the best. But they were three different genres.
Then going by what you're saying, then I can't get mad at them picking it, because when you voting for anything, way taste and everything is about kind of like relatability. So the people voting, they see somebody in some character in those films that they relate to, that they gravitate towards too. So their votes are going to go that way.
Facts. Like minorities, especially Black women, related more to Cynthia's character based off that movie. Women, especially older women, will relate more to Demi Moore based off that movie and that character.
So
with Anora,
I'm cool with it.
With Anora, it could be you could talk about class issues. You could talk about just young love, puppy love, and your parents not understanding. There's so many relatabilities with that character as well. So the haves and the have-nots, someone trying to, just trying to live their life and have fun, young people doing stupid things without thinking. We can all relate to that. So it's kind of hard. It's very hard. But I say as acting, she did good. There were parts where I was cussing her out, telling her to shut up, stop doing that, don't do that. Why'd you punch that man? And then by the ending scene, I feel so bad for her. I was like, dang. Like, oh my gosh, emotionally. Like, I was like, I feel for her. Like, dang, I probably would have broke down too, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know what? I can't be mad. She deserved that Oscar win. So did Anora deserve Movie of the Year? I'm still holding on and fighting for Wicked. That's just me personally, but I'm not mad at it. Did she deserve Actress of the Year? It's still tough. It's a three-way tie for me. I cannot 100% a shout of doubt say that Mikey deserved that Oscar over Cynthia and Demi Moore. I cannot say that. However, She was so freaking good in this film. Like, and to the point to where I can't wait to see more work from her. I cannot wait. If her name shows up in a trailer for another film, I'm gonna go watch it. That's how good she was. So, Anora, I can't be mad. I can't hate. It is what it is. I give this film, for what it was, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. It's pretty close up there. It's pretty darn good. And warning for anybody who want to go see it, she is a dancer. You're going to see a lot of titties. That's like the first thing. You're going to see a lot of butt. There's a lot of sex scenes, but the story itself, the characters, you're actually feeling for the characters. You're actually rooting, at least for her. Out of all people, you're at least rooting for the characters by the end. And, you know, it is what it is. Whether it's a happy end, a sad ending, indifferent, you're going to enjoy this film. So I would highly recommend Anora. It did deserve the Oscar, even though I'm biased and say Wicked deserved it, but they did good. They did a great job. And the fact that the director also wrote it and edited it, he did all three. He wrote it, produced, and directed. This guy did a great job. So shout out to him. He really believed in this project, and for him to do most of the work by himself and to not have a large cast, they're pretty good. Pretty good in my opinion. If you want to watch it, it is on Hulu streaming. So if you got Hulu or Disney Plus, you can watch it. But it is great. It is great. Very good film. I enjoyed it. Now, let's see. Oh, Ken, thanks for tapping in. Fred, thanks for tapping in. Santos, thank you for tapping in throughout this show. I appreciate y'all. Now, let's go to the exact opposite of the spectrum of the Oscars. We talked about Anora because it won the big coveted movie of the year, and it won actress of the year. And I think it won like 3 other stuff in the subcategories, but those are the only 2 that matter. Let's go to children's movies. We go from titties to children's movies. There is a film that beat out Disney and with beat out Disney's Inside Out 2, and it beat out my favorite animation film of the year, which is The Wild Robot. For best animation feature-length film in the Oscars. And I ain't gonna lie, I was bitter. I was angry because Wild Robot is my movie right there. I will fight for that film to the death. That is the best animated film of 2024.
It was a good movie.
It was so good, but it beat out Flow. And so I said, you know what? Before I get angry, just like Anora, before I get angry and say F the Oscars.
The other way around. It beat out Flow, or Flow beat that out?
Oh, Flow beat that out. My bad. Flow beat that out. So I was like, before I get angry, let me go and check this movie out for myself and see if it's really up to the hype. So let me let y'all know right now. As far as animation goes, the animation is beautiful. It's very weird, different stylistic, kind of like The Wild Robot. It might, if you're used to Disney, DreamWorks, and Blue Sky animation, which is Blue Skies, those folks who give us the Minions, Despicable Me stuff, you used to that type of animation, it might be jarring at first because it's so different stylistically, but it is beautiful. Like, there's so many screenshots of this film that you could put as your wallpaper on your computer. Like, that's how good the animation is. And how the animals and the characters look. Like, on scenes where the cat's eyes dilate and get big, you know, when cats try to make you give them food and stuff, and they make their eyes look big. Like, they did great on that. So animation, if it won best just off that alone, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that. What up, Jeff? Thanks for tapping in. Now let's talk about the story. The story, I'm gonna warn y'all right now, because some people may get upset if they go watch it, and it might throw them off. There is absolutely zero dialogue in this movie. The animals don't talk. They don't even talk with their brains, and you see subtitles. None of that. Everything is based off of the emotions and the facial expressions and the actions of the animals. So you're following along this cat. There's this cat who lives either on this land, this island, this town, and there's a great flood that happens. And this cat is just trying to survive. Like, look, my house is underwater. All the city's underwater. How am I going to live? And so this black cat has to learn how to survive the Great Flood with other animals. And again, no talking. There's no dialogue at all. So at the beginning of the film, without spoiling, you see a cat being a cat. Just normal everyday lives. Cat walk around the house, trying to get some food, chasing some birds, doing all this stuff, just being a cat, running to some dogs, the dogs chasing the cat, you know. It's kind of like the beginning of WALL-E, where you just following the robot cleaning up the earth, cleaning up trash. That's basically the beginning of the movie. And so I'm like, okay, when is stuff gonna happen? Then all of a sudden, the water starts to rise, the Great Flood happens, and this cat is just trying to survive. And it gets stuck on a boat with a gang of other animals that you should not see a cat mingle with at all. And so there's the cat, there's a Labrador dog, there's a lemur, there's a capybara, and there's a bird, a cassowary. So you have 5 animals. They're not talking to each other. They can't communicate with each other like Disney and Pixar, Blue Sky animation films normally do. And so they have to communicate and learn how to survive on a boat with each other while the earth is going through the apocalypse. And when I tell you, for a movie with no talking, you feel every emotion these animals are going through. You feel the fear, you feel the anger when they arguing with each other. The fact that these animals are arguing with each other, like, because they come across some more animals and they're arguing with each other whether we should let them on the boat or not. Again, they not talking. They just, a capybara is doing what a capybara do, a cat is doing what a cat do, a bird is doing, but they arguing whether we gonna let these animals on this boat with us or not. And I never felt so emotional about a doggone cat. Cats aren't even my favorite animals, to be honest. I'm a dog person through and through. I'm a reptile person through and through. Now, I did, when I had a roommate, live with her and her 2 cats, and I did fall in love with those cats and their personalities. But if you put me in a lineup of animals, say which one you want to adopt, a cat is the last thing on the list.
Well, dogs are the best.
Yeah, but after watching this movie, if I didn't have this doggone tick allergy, I would got to be a black cat real quick, because I fell in love with this cat on this movie. It was so good. And this, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I'm being as vague as possible, telling y'all how this story ends, what goes on. But when I tell you, these animals, these characters had me feel for them, and this doggone cat done died more than 9 times. You know, they always say cats have 9 lives. This cat done died so many times, or near death experiences. I'm like, doggone it. Just, if you're gonna put me on this emotional roller coaster, just kill the cat. Just let it go. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of going through this emotional roller coaster where, oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? Okay, he made it. Oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? Okay, he made it. By that last one, I'm like, okay, this is nice life. He gotta be gone now. I'm like, I'm sick of it. Just kill the cat. He got to go. But I do. But after watching the film, I got 400 cats in my neighborhood.
I'm actually going to get it. Not going. I got to find a cat, but I'm getting a cat. So
yeah. Oh my gosh! Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
One up here.
Yeah, when I get my own place, when I get my own house or whatever, I might end up having a house cat. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be the naked ones. It's probably gonna be the Sphinx, because I can't have the fur. I can't deal with the fur. But I might end up getting one of them type of cats.
Frank breeds those things, man. Holler at Frank, locked and loaded.
Yeah, I might have to get the hairless cats. But oh my gosh, this movie had me on an emotional roller coaster with these doggone animals. The lemur was hilarious. He was very vain. He was hilarious. The capybara was a capybara. Just chill, lay back. Look, it is what it is. We're on a boat. There's predators all around, but I'm just chill. Like, it was just, every animal had their own emotion. But I do love, by the end of the movie, it made you think. It made you think, because this film, technically, in my eyes, is an allegory for the Great Flood in the Bible. Like, there's no humans. without Noah. Like there's no Noah, there's none of that. To me, this was an allegory without saying it. The great flood, God destroying everything, because they had houses. You can see it when they're going through the different towns and stuff, trying to get to the highest point, the highest peak of land, because the water just kept rising. And then they come across some characters, some animals that don't look like normal animals that we see today. They look like they could have been prehistoric. And so I feel like this was like an allegory for the great flood, just without Noah and his crew in the boat and stuff like that. And the animals are just trying to survive the great raft. And, you know, hopefully there's paradise on the other end, you know what I'm saying? And again, for a movie to not have any dialogue, any talking at all, this told a complete story. It was a beautiful story. And it was all about survival and coexisting with people that you might not agree with or think is your enemy in the beginning or whatever. Because, you know, the cat was by himself doing what he do, having a good time, chasing birds and running away from dogs. And he got to learn. He got to learn how to get along with a doggone dog. He's in a boat with his predator, with two of his predators, and on a boat with a lemur. I've never seen anywhere on the planet where a lemur and a cat coexist. Capybaras exist with anybody. They don't care. They chill. You put me anywhere, I'm cool. But, you know, you have all these different animals learning how to coexist and help each other to survive, help each other to go through this whole apocalypse. And I'm not going to lie. The Wild Robot was a great movie. It was amazing. It made me cry.
Wild Robot.
This movie did the same thing. They are neck and neck. They both knock Inside Out 2 out of my box. They are like neck and neck with each other.
For me, I lost my mother, so I'm relate to Wild Robot.
Yeah, because of that situation. Yep, exactly. So I think Flow is a great film that anybody should watch. I think as a film, this is one of those films that they should have played for us in film school when I was in college. One, for the animation, and two, how to tell a story without talking, without a script. How can you tell a complete story that people can follow and see and watch and not get bored, not fall asleep, and there's nobody talking? How can you convey emotions with nobody talking? I think this film actually do deserve the Oscar it won. As much as I love The Wild Robot, and that's still my favorite, Flow is neck and neck. They like right here. So either one of them could have won. I ain't gonna lie. I gave. I'm not gonna lie. Chris said the movie was sad. That's why he don't like it. It was. And there was a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of allegories. What I got from it was the Great Flood, but other people probably got something totally different. They probably got some other mythology or historical story out of it or whatever. But I would say, I gave The Wild Robot a 10 out of 10. Flow gets a 10 out of 10. They are right there with each other. So yeah, this one definitely deserved this Oscar. I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna cuss it out like I wanted to that night on the Oscars when I watched it. But the fact that it made me wish I had a black cat as a pet and a capybara, and I want a capybara, like that shows that the movie did what it's supposed to. But yeah, so I give Flow a 10 out of 10. It deserved this Oscar. I'm not mad at it. And shout out to the filmmakers. I heard that the night of the Oscars, when the filmmakers won, they left the Oscars early and went to Whataburger. And I was like, that's something we would do. We would win an award and then go get a burger. And I said, yeah, they look like the filmmakers that would do that. They not gonna go to the Oscar after party. They gonna go to Whataburger after winning. But and I think they all from France. It's a French film, so shout out to them. France be doing good when it comes to filmmaking. Just like Korea do great with horror. I think Korea and China, they are the best when it comes to horror films. French is up there with like dramas and stuff like that. French is up there. Y'all need to stop sleeping on France when it comes to their films, especially their independent, smaller films. Pretty good. I think this animation will be up there as one of those ones. When our kids grow up, as the blurs that we are, you know, when we reminiscing on the stuff we grew up with, they gonna grow up and say, hey, do y'all remember that movie Flow? Y'all remember watching that movie Flow? I feel like this gonna be up there with one of them ones that's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest animated films ever. And it's adults and children. It's rated PG. I think they all will like it. Now, some of the messaging may go over the kids' head. Mm-hmm. Because it's not like in your face. It's not like the Lion King or Bambi, where if a character dies, you know, you feel the weight of that. I feel like it might go over some young kids' heads when certain characters are out the picture anymore. And then when they watch it back as an adult, they're gonna be like, "Oh shoot, dang!" Like, dang, that animal went to heaven. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that when I watched the first time. Okay. So that's how I feel. I liked it. So yeah. That is it for these reviews. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all to Keys for being a part of this show with me. Before we get out of here and I'll let y'all have y'all Saturday, we have a lot going on in the Whiskey Bomb Network. A lot. First, later on this afternoon, starting the Pip will be on with Keys, Wiz, Nikki, and who's our special guest?
Riley.
Mm-hmm. So yes. So we have another episode of Starting the Pip, and I'm letting y'all know right now, these young kids are giving us a run for our money when it comes to breeding, when it comes to animal care. Y'all know Jay. Jay be in the chats with us sometime on some of these shows. Wildlife with Jay be killing it. A lot of the guests who have been on the Whiskey Bum Network, the younger generation, they gonna be legends. There are legends in the making right now. And by the time they 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, they gonna, like I said, they gonna give a lot of these breeders a run for their money. So please, let's support the youth. Let's support these young cats who love these animals and love what they do. And let's watch Starting to Pip and get to know Riley and her family and their business and what they do with the animals. And then later on Nikki and Kurt's, they have In Your Circle. I was about to say the other show, In Your Circle. And then that's later on tonight,
IG I put in there. Rise.
Oh yeah,
it was her IG. I'll give her a follow.
So y'all, please give her a follow. Let's get her followers up. Give her a follow on IG, on Instagram, and let's support the kiddos. And then later on tonight, we have Wiz Sophisticated Ignorance with the entire Wiz Tank group. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That's where we can all let loose and have a good time and talk about any and everything. It's so much fun. That's one of my favorite shows. And well, actually all the shows on Whiskey Bum Network is, but I enjoy Sophisticated Ignorance because we really get ignorant. We get ignorant. We cue the house. And then tomorrow is another long day. Pause. We have Father Don, Everyday Keepers. If you missed last week, you need to watch it. It's the capybaras. That's my favorite animal right there. I love the capybaras. So go back and watch all the past episodes. Watch the new episode tomorrow. Then we have Fred and AJ on Sunday Snaketuary. And then that evening, we got the Golden Boys with Breeding for the Future. And then the rest of the week is busy in a good way. Monday, we have The Great Outdoors. Sorry, y'all. I was joking. The Great Outdoors. Tuesday, we have Morph Master game show with Jen. And then following that, we have the Genetic Canvas with Jared and Leland. And then Wednesday, we have Whiskey Wednesday with Keys and Wiz. And we also have Jaffe and KG with their show and sale. Thursday, we have TBD, boys, to be determined, or 3 black guys, dudes, or I don't know. We'll figure out a title one of these days. We don't know what it is, but TBD. It is a fun show. Amazing. I have a good laugh watching them react to videos. And then, of course, we have our brother Mike, Herb Collectors, his show, Clutch Conversations. And then, of course, we're right back at it again with another Hair Down Friday Well, we got more shows to come. More shows to come. I'm not gonna give it away. Keys is gonna announce them when they ready to announce them. But we have a lot. We already gave y'all a sneak peek. The Great Debaters or the Master Debaters or whatever debaters. It's gonna be a debate show. If y'all wanna,
that's both of
yeah.
them. Debate.
If y'all wanna argue with me about snakes looking ashy, come on this show. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it. It's probably gonna be another 20v1 situation where it's just me against everybody else, but it's okay. It's gonna be fun, and there are more shows in that man's brain right there. That man, there's a lot of shows coming. He is cooking up a lot of stuff because this is beyond a reptile network. We got anime, we got cooking, we got a lot of stuff. So just tune in, follow us, follow everybody a part of the Whiskey Bomb Network, support us. We love y'all. And that is it. I am out next week. Oh, next week. Next week is, shoot, I don't forget why I told Keisha already. Anyways, it's probably another movie review. Oh, it's horror films. That's it. Horror films.
No.
It's horror movies. So we're going to talk about horror movies. And then April 5th, because the 4th is Epic. Once y'all get through with Epic Live, the conference, the animal conference, is going to be amazing. That morning, the 5th, while I'm at Disney World, I will be discussing my top 10 Disney soundtracks. So I will be live from Disney World talking about my top 10 soundtracks for from Disney/Pixar. So if y'all want to argue with me about which movie had the best, I know a lot of people say Lion King. I can argue that it's probably number 3, and I will. So that will be the weekend of Epic. So that will be Saturday, April 5th, and we have more to come. Again, so many people have requested TV shows for me to watch, from Father Don to Will, to Eric. And so I am watching some shows to review. So I'm taking plenty of requests. So that's coming April and May. Super excited. Thank y'all for supporting the Snake Cinema Podcast. Thank y'all for supporting my channel, Creative Reptiles. Thank y'all for supporting the Whiskey Bomb Network. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now we out. Get up off Tiki's phone.
The fuck off my phone. But come back in 1 hour, man. It's going down.
In 1 hour. Get back on his phone.
Come back 1 hour. We will be in the next studio. Much love, man. Fuck on my phone.
Yes. Peace.